What up, YouTube? OG Trap Jordan, back with another one. And today, I want to talk about this one more time. And yes, in my opinion, Jordans are completely bricking out. And I get it. I know what you guys are saying. Oh, I'm happy they're sitting. Oh, it's a buyer's market. Well, then answer me this question. If it's such a buyer's market and you're so happy about it, then why the fuck aren't you buying them then? Why are they sitting there? Why are they sitting on the shelves? That's my argument. Right there, plain and simple. I'm not a reseller. People keep coming at me talking about, oh, only resellers call them bricks. Well, guess what? It's a new day. It's a new era we're living in. That word brick has evolved. And what it means is things are flopping. They're sitting on shelves and nobody's buying them and nobody wants them. And a couple years ago, yeah, granted it was during COVID and everybody was trying to flip shoes and get money. Everything was flying off the shelves. And I understand the argument, and it's like, you know what? Back then, all the resellers were buying them. Well, guess what? When all the resellers were buying them, you were still buying them too. The resellers don't make money without you and me, the sneakerheads that buy them for our collections. You didn't have a problem when you couldn't get them. When you couldn't get them on the shelf, you'd go ahead and you'd turn around and you'd fork over $400, $500, $600 for a pair of shoes, for a GR pair of shoes that you wanted so bad, and everybody was bitching and complaining and crying and talking about how they wanted more pairs. Give us more pairs. I've been talking about this, but I got a real good solid point to make this time, and I got a little bit of bone to pick with some of the people that are jumping in my comments and some of the people that are talking out the side of their neck and taking subliminal shots on their lives and don't want to say no names, but I know who you are, and I peep the game, and I know I'm a small YouTuber, and I know I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but I know who watches my shit and who doesn't, and I know shots are fired when I hear them. And I'm gonna tell you straight up, the truth is, the reason that they're sitting is because people are kind of tired of the same old shit. Jordan Brand just keeps giving us the same shit over and over again. And you know what? I do love it and I do buy them. But a lot of you guys saying that like, oh, I sound like a reseller and that word brick and blah, 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 blah. Why ain't you buying them? Why are they sitting? They're sitting on the shelves right now as we speak and nobody's getting them. But if there was resale on them, you guys would be buying them, and you'd either be a reseller and you'd be stocking up on them and buying and selling them, or you'd be a sneakerhead and you'd want them so bad because you'd want to be that one dude and you'd want to flex on everybody and you'd want to be him. And look what I got. I got this shit that nobody else got. So I paid like $500-$600 for them. If it would have been a couple years ago when those wet cement 3s dropped, you guys would have turned around and you would have paid $400 or $500 on him just so you could be him. Just so you could be that dude to say, yeah, I spent $500 on my shoes. But now they're sitting and you're saying, oh, I'm glad it's a good time. It's a buyer's market. Well, bullshit, because you ain't buying them. They're sitting on the shelves. And I've heard so many people say the craziest stuff like, oh, it's good they're sitting and Jordan wants them to sit. It's December. Yeah, it's December. It's the holidays. It's supposed to be the best time for the brand right now. The brand's flopping. The stocks have plummeted. Yeah, they went up a little bit, but they ain't great. And look what they're doing next year. You know why they're doing that? They're bringing out all these shoes because they're tripping. Their stocks are down. Business is not good right now. Business looks bad. That's why they're doing that next year. That's why they're bringing out all these grails and bringing out this heat, because they're trying to recharge the company. They're trying to reboost and get that energy. And you guys are sitting there telling me all this bullshit about how you want them and you're glad it's like this and it's a great time to be a sneakerhead. Then buy the fucking shoes. Why aren't you buying the damn shoes? They're sitting there right now. And then you got people talking about, oh, well, there was times back in the day when, oh, they used to sit back in like 2012, 2013, 2014. Well, number one, it's not 2012, 2013, 2014. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I was locked up in the feds during that fucking time, so I don't know nothing about that era because I wasn't around. I was locked up doing a 10-year bid. And you can look up my paperwork if you want. My real name is Jason. I'm as solid as they come. Ain't no snitch shit, ain't no bullshit on my record. I'm just letting you know where I was at, and I ain't gonna really tell you because of YouTube guidelines and stuff what I was locked up for, but you can go do your research and find out about me. But the truth is that they were sitting back there probably, if I'm doing my research and the things that you guys are saying is true. But what happened after that? It wasn't just COVID when everything went up through the roof and everything started reselling. things were selling out and reselling, maybe not everything that hit the shelf, but a lot of 3s, a lot of 4s, a lot of certain coveted shoes would drop and they'd be out of here. I remember camping out, and you guys remember camping out, and I remember getting on Sneakers app and not being able to get my pair, and all types of stuff was happening before that. You know why? Because back in the day, in that era, when you guys were talking about how they used to be sitting all the time, what did Jordan Brand do? They don't want their shoes sitting on the shelf, so they started cutting back on stocks. And the whole reason I made that first video that got all that hate and all that bullshit from a lot of people is because that's exactly what they're about to do. When I say it's a bad thing, it's a problem, I'm not saying for the resellers, I'm saying for you, I'm saying for me. We're not gonna be able to get these shoes in a minute because Jordan Brand loves it when they sell out. And yes, they do love the resellers. They love it when you can't get your hands on your shoes because it's a sick psychology, and then you go out and you want them. That's why you'll pay $500 for a pair of shoes when you can't get them, and then when you can get them, they're sitting on the shelves. And then you wanna jump in my shit and talk all this shit about they're not bricking. They're bricking. Kiss my ass. I don't care. These are just facts. It is what it is. Jordan's bricking right now. That's why they're pulling out all the stops. And if you guys want to get mad, take your little subliminal shots and get in my inbox or get in my comments and say your little shit and say you're glad. I'm glad. I'm happy for you too. And if you are buying them, then this ain't for you. But this is for the suckers that talk shit that really ain't about shit, that probably don't even have any real fucking retros in their collection, probably can't even afford them, probably living off their baby mom, probably collecting EBT. Kiss my ass. And to the people that fuck with me, I fuck with you too, and it's nothing but love and respect. I really appreciate a lot of the people that tune in all the time and they follow my content and they like my content and they give me comments and they say a lot of positive stuff, and I really appreciate y'all. I don't want to make this video and just talk about all the negative because there's a lot of cool people in my videos that I really have a lot of love for, and I really appreciate you, and I really do appreciate the support more than words can even say. But at the end of the day, there's a few haters out there. There's some people jumping in my comments. There's a few people taking subliminal shots. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I might be ranting a little bit and I might be sounding a little pissed, and you might even be taking this as negative, but in my opinion, it's really not that negative, because when I make videos like this and I say certain words that trigger people, that's when you jump in my shit. That's when you jump in my comments. That's when you watch my videos. When I say everything that everybody else says and everybody agrees with it, then I don't even get that much. And I'm not doing it to troll. I'm doing it because this is my personal opinion. But people don't really give me too much feedback. It's when I make videos like that, when I'm talking about a shoe bricked or this ain't doing well or this that, then everybody wants to jump in like I'm the villain and get on my case and get on my ass and talk a bunch of shit. So who's really negative? That's what you guys are responding to. If that's what you want, then that's what I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you what you want. Because at the end of the day, I got a mind of my own. I have my own opinion. I don't follow the crowd. I don't do what everybody else does. I'm not a sheep. I don't go around talking all this bullshit, make-believe, happy-go-lucky shit all the time. Like, okay, you say that what I'm saying is like a negative thing because I'm talking about these are breaking or these are sitting. I had somebody in my comments like, is everything negative? Well, guess what? There's a whole era of a whole bunch of fake ass dudes, and I'm not talking to everybody, but there's a handful out there that are fake as fuck, that are always talking about every shoe that drops. Oh, this is sneaker of the year. This is straight heat. This is straight fire. I love this shoe. And it's really some bullshit. Every single video they make is the same shit. Well, I'm not gonna be that dude. And you know what? I got a lot of positivity in my life and I got a lot of things I'm grateful for. And at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about a shoe. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel about the game. I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not gonna run with the crowd. I'm gonna be my own person. I'm gonna be an individual, and I'm gonna give you my opinion, and I'm gonna give you what I feel like is the truth and what the fuck I feel like is facts. This is my channel right here, and if you don't like it, then don't watch it. But if you do watch it and you do like it, I really appreciate you. It's all love, and actually, as a matter of fact, this video is for y'all, for fucking with me. It's not even for these haters. As far as the haters and all these people taking these subliminal shots, like I said a little bit ago, I'm just gonna say like this: kiss my ass, for real, kiss my ass and sick the duck. But at the end of the day, you know what it is. I'm OG Trap Jordan. I'm signing off once again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.